It's okay to be gay. We are different in many ways. Doesn't matter if you're a boy, girl, or somewhere in between. We all are part of one big family. Gay means happy. Queer kid stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff.
That's right, folks. You are enough for Queer Kid Stuff because it's Douchecanoe Live, and today, it's that magic once again. We're talking about just everyone, House and I's favorite YouTube channel, Queer Kid Stuff. Or, like our thumbnail says, where is the queer at? I'd like to give a shout out to the channel which I got this moving background from. I can't remember the name, but I will find it at some point. How are you doing, House?
I'm beginning to develop a pathological hatred for ukuleles.
Ukuleles are... But Steven Universe plays a ukulele.
He is the exception that makes the rule.
Hello, my friends. So today we are going to talk about Queer Kid Stuff. Don't think I didn't notice the title name, House. Please shoot me. We're gonna get like a flag for suicide.
Oh no! That's please shoot. That's asking for murder. That is not.
James Harton, will someone make alt-right kids a YouTube show teaching the kids good stuff? Why don't you do it?
This here, kids, is the AR-15. On the 8th day, God gave us the AK.
What was it?
The AR-15
stuff.
rifle.
Being white's enough here at alt-right stuff.
He gave us the AR-15 rifle to fight the communists and the homosexuals.
Yeah, but the problem is the communists are back in force. I was seeing this thing. Let me see if I can pull up a... Okay, I don't have a screenshot for it right now, but it's Total War Berkeley. Somebody did a mod for the PC game Total War.
That's
you can
great.
play as either the fascists or the communists.
Fascism all the way.
Hey,
because I've seen the communists and... Ugh.
I was going to say, if it comes down to authoritarianism or the only truly fascist government that's existed, fucking Mussolini, I'll take an idiot over a communist. But yeah, I drug House out again to watch more fucking Queer Kid Stuff videos. Because...
Yeah, I could be playing Overwatch right now.
Yeah, because House has kind of gotten big into Overwatch. But the lady from Queer Kid Stuff, I can't remember her name. Lindsay, yeah. Lindsay has gone kind of crazy lately and has really started to like push her politics into this supposed children's show.
You know, Lindsay, it's like the Tiffany of the SJW crowd.
Is there an alt-right person named Tiffany I should know about? A boot?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
I just know several vocal SJWs named Lindsay.
Oh my God, you're right. Huh, weird. But hello, Lycadia. Hello, James Harton. Today we're going to learn about white genocide and why Hitler did nothing wrong. Only if you dressed as a giant, like, Barney-style Pepe the Frog. What do you think, House?
I could get behind that.
What sort of songs would he sing?
I love you, you love me.
Let's keep our land both white and free.
There we go.
Um, let me keep thinking. Let's see. Could always pull that song from Borat. Throw the Jew down the well. I hated that movie, but that song stuck in my memory. I'm trying to give House some time away from Queer Kid stuff so that he can mentally ready himself. See me.
I'm officially out of booze. I'm not prepared for this.
I was going to say, I have my booze.
Yeah, well, I've been drinking all week thinking about this.
He started drinking last Sunday right when I mentioned it.
You damn right.
Because House may run the podcast, which you can check out our latest episode on the SoundCloud link provided below. But I run the live streams. Now, who wants to learn that it's okay to be gay? I mean, I could have sworn it was something.
Has anybody
Go ahead.
Has anybody in the last 20 years honestly said that it's not okay to be gay?
Aside from crazy people, not really, no. Well, and the trans, polykin, other sex freaks who are like, being gay's not enough anymore. You have to be our list of insane things we just made up. You ready to see a happy face, House?
Sure.
Bam.
Hug. I thought you said happy, not psychotically happy.
I was going to say, she still dresses like Rosie the Riveter's autistic cousin.
Say something, but it'd be... No, fuck it. She looks like Rosie the Riveter's Jewish autistic cousin.
Her nose is rather large. Oh, God, what did I just do? Okay. Let's listen. It's a 4-minute video, so it may only take us about 30 minutes to get through it.
Hey there, welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay, and today we're talking about the Women's March.
For those of you who don't remember, as it was a couple months ago, the Women's March was... The Women's March was people protesting against Donald Trump because they thought, I don't know, Donald Trump was going to make being a woman illegal. You have tits, to the gulags with you. Now, I know that has happened, and we have been chaining up all of the women, particularly near House's basement.
Hey. Leave my basement out of this.
Okay, but...
That's the house cave, damn it.
I think it was
much... Now's the pinball machine, and it'll be perfect.
I was going to say, I think it was just much ado about nothing.
Well, they did manage to leave a lot of litter behind.
Her little intro with the moving stuff, the terrible
stop motion chalk and everything, yeah.
In many ways, doesn't matter if you're
can't
a
have
boy,
white
girl, or
chalk. It has to be
between.
colored chalk.
We all are part of one big family. Gaming's happy. Queer Kid Stuff.
Okay, I consider this a lie because a lot of these newer episodes don't have Teddy. So having Teddy in the fucking beginning is bullshit, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I want Teddy, goddammit.
And she still can't manage to keep her fucking thumb out of the shot.
Hasn't quite learned how to crop properly.
On Friday, January...
Oh my god, she cut off her own opening. She's like, no, this is too important. I'm gonna put on my
just
problem
really excited to
glasses,
talk
straighten
about the
up my
Women's March.
I'm going to put on my problem glasses, straighten up my tie, and tell you exactly what the patriarchy's doing today.
February 20th, 2017, Donald Trump was officially inaugurated as President of the United States.
Okay, I have a problem.
Imagine how that happens after you're fucking elected in a legal democratic election.
You would think it was part of the process, really. But I have a question. What would you say is
Okay.
the age group that Lindsay is marketing this show towards?
Like, I don't know,
Say
toddlers.
maybe 5 to 10?
I think that's a little old.
I was going to say 10 might be pushing it
I'm
a
thinking
bit. Like the 3 to 7.
3 to 5.
Yeah, around there. What the fuck do they care who the goddamn president is? Seriously. See, they haven't had the chance, Lindsay, to be brainwashed by your fucking crazy ideology, so they don't live in abject fear of that the boogeyman Trump will come down with the right-wing death squads and pull them out of their homes and force memes on them.
How dare he force memes on them?
It was a meme-acost. I am declaring a meme jihad. Normies, get out.
That was a pretty difficult day for a lot of people.
Yeah, I like to
called
refer to those people as idiots.
I called them pussies.
You know, if Hillary Clinton had gotten elected, I would have been unhappy with it, but I wouldn't have, like, protested. Because
the thing that I find funny about this is that there was this famous statement that they said that if Hillary loses, her supporters will be sad, but if Trump loses, his supporters will be mad.
Yeah, and then Hillary lost, and
there were riots.
Look at all of this crazy violence and these black bloc people and all this shit. But let's see what Lindsay is saying about it.
If you haven't watched our
Chad
video on
Bear
the
looks upset that he's being
election
used
yet,
for propaganda.
Oh my god, she did a video on the election. It's like, if you haven't watched the video to our election yet, hashtag free Teddy. I'm completely down with that. Let's get that trending on Twitter, all 5 of us.
And check that out by clicking on the card that just popped up right there.
Ha! I have annotations turned off. No cards are popping up for you. I know it's petty, but it's what I have. Do not deny me this. My god, she looks utterly heartbroken. Like, how fucking dare Donald Trump win an election? He was supposed to lose. Damn it.
Well, that's just more proof that the mainstream media has been lying to you, because they were like 80-90%. Hillary Clinton 90%, projected 90% to win. Oh, look, she's going to take all these states, and if she takes these states, she's going to take all these other states. There's no way he can win.
And then he won, and they lost their shit. And they're, in fact, still losing their shit several months later. And that's what irks me about this. That, like I said, if Hillary Clinton had won, I would not have liked it, but you know what I would have done? Gotten the fuck over it. You know what these people are not doing?
Getting the fuck over it.
Damn straight. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. I didn't think it'd be this big a deal.
Well, don't you know, Mo, that actual fascism is now been elected? That the Russians have hacked our electoral system to install an actual fascist, who then turned around and, instead of being the ally that they thought he was, turned around and dropped the mother of all bombs on their closest Russian ally.
Oh no, he did the Tomahawks to Syria. He did the Moab to Afghanistan.
I'm just so glad that we finally got to use one.
Hey, we've got like 18 more to use before they go bad in 2018. Because Moabs only have a shelf life of like 15 years. I love Lycadia. The bear looks upset that he's being used for propaganda.
But I want to talk about something else that happened over the weekend that was actually really cool. That was the Women's March. The Women's March was a peaceful protest, which is a form of activism.
Surprisingly, she is right. The Women's March was peaceful. It was just stupid. Just go to... Excuse me, what are you protesting? Donald Trump shutting down Planned Parenthood. He's been in office for about 6 hours. Violating women's rights. Oh, what women's rights have been violated? Quit man raping me or mansplaining me. There's some sort of man verb that can work here, House. Help me out. Man-fusing me? Quit arguing with my narrative with your man-hate facts.
Quit using your logic on this.
We learned a little bit about activism when I read A is for Activist by Santo Nogueira for you. We will probably talk a little bit more about activism in the future. But to put it simply, activism is about expressing how you want something to change. This channel is actually a form...
What did the Women's March want to change?
The fact that Donald Trump was elected president.
I mean, but that's not a women's issue. That's a people who didn't like Donald Trump issue.
Just saying.
I just like to say I respect all females. Pretty sure he's going to do shitty, and he said a bunch of really awful stuff. Also, we really wanted to wear our kitty ear hats. They weren't kitty ear hats, they were pussy hats. Get it right. Activism is acting for change. Stand on the street, block traffic. You're changing things.
Of activism because I wanted to change how kids like you learn about LGBTQ plus topics. The Women's March was a form of activism where a ton of people agreed to go outside to planned locations with clever signs on Saturday, January 21st to walk together expressing the idea that women deserve equal rights.
Because House, in America, women don't have equal rights. I don't know about you, but when I see a woman outside exercising her rights, it stirs a deep rage within me. I have to look at her. Nice tits, slut. It's the only way I can get through the day.
You have to use that white male privilege.
Or stupid signs if they were not very clever folks. Yes, I could probably look up some stupid signs from the fucking women's protest.
I think I've got some saved.
It was monumental. It was blissful stupidity. It was... But again, what do the 3 to 5-year-olds need to know of this for? This woman, Lindsay, I'm pretty sure, genuinely thinks women don't have equal rights in this country because of, I guess, some sort of evil patriarchy. House, Lycadia, I am calling this meeting of the patriarchy. How have you oppressed women today, Brother House?
Oh, same as always. Language. Telling them to make me sandwiches.
I went to elementary schools and told little girls they would never make it in STEM fields. I'm sorry, I'm easily amused. House is just putting up with me now. Just, oh, god damn it, just get through the video.
No, actually, I'm looking to see if I actually did save any of those signs from the women's protest because they made me laugh.
Lycadia, look, let's be honest. Indoctrination works best when you're young, when you start young. You're not wrong. Okay.
Oh, here's one that says my pussy is stronger than your god. Here's one that says there's more control over this, and it's a picture of a female reproductive system than there is over this, and it's a picture of an AR-15 rifle.
Do we control how many dicks can be put into a pussy?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because aren't people trying to control how many bullets we can put into an AR?
Yep. That's in the wrong folder.
You might recognize that idea from when we talked about feminism. The Women's March was a huge feminist event. It ended up being the biggest protest in American history.
And just like every other New Age feminist protest, they were very loud and had no goal and accomplished nothing. Why is the background gray? Isn't this supposed to be a kid's show? It looks like she's being interviewed before being sent to prison.
I thought that was supposed to be a really dull purple.
Oh, let's keep watching.
The main march was in the capital, Washington, D.C., and
That's not a real
estimated there were close to 1 million marchers. There were also marches in cities all across the U.S. and abroad. I marched in New York City, where there were about...
Wait. Isn't abroad offensive term?
It is. Oh my god, I am triggered. But I'm trying to find that picture of Lindsay again. There were also marches in
cities all across the U.S. and abroad. I marched in...
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this to where we can zoom in on it. I don't think I'm able to zoom in on it, but do you see that?
She?
No, I mean over Lindsay's shoulder.
I can't make it out.
It looks like she elbowed another, or she like hit another woman, and that lady's falling backwards when she opened her coat up. Like the lady's looking up at this weird angle.
Oh, Mo, you got to put this one up for me. For making me sit through this again, you've got to put this one up for me.
Link it to me. Queer kid stuff.
Gay means happy. It is an earworm. I will give you that. Once it bores its way into your skull, you will never, ever get it out.
I got a song for you to get it out of your head. You ready for this? Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like to hear. You got a sexy ass body and your ass looks soft. Mind if I touch it to see if it's soft? No, they say I can, but I'm known to be a real nasty man. So I don't mind asking for head. You heard what I said. We need to make our way to the bed. Just wait till you see my dick. Okay, I'm about to link it. I just need to pull it up. Hang on. Let me make this a bit bigger. Make them pay for razors if we pay for tampons. Do they not pay for razors?
I pay for razors.
I pay for razors too. Do men get free razors?
Apparently that's part of our white privilege that I have been missing out on.
Okay, because I haven't used... A razor has not touched my body in, I think, 2 years.
Oh, wait. I did get one free razor when I turned 18.
I even had to pay for my razors in the Army.
It was part of a thing that Gillette did when they released their new Mach 3 razor. They wanted people to get them, so they gave you the razor for free, and then I spent like a buttload on reloads.
Apparently I'm supposed to say, hey house, bugaboo frog.
Somebody's getting punched.
Apparently, like Katie, you're getting punched. I get my razor from the weekly patriarchy meetings. Exactly, player. Make them pay for razors if we pay for tampons. One, as I have pointed out, we don't need razors. We just need them if we want to look clean. Like, most women want us to. But yeah, I haven't bought a razor in 2 years. When's the last time you bought a tampon? I'm just
Careful,
saying.
she might be a free bleeder.
Oh God, don't even get me started on those people. Oh. All right, I'm gonna get this off and get back to the video because we have another video to get to, which should hopefully be a bit more fun than this one. You ready to keep going?
Yep.
New York City, where there were about 500,000 people. There were also huge crowds in Chicago and Los Angeles. There was actually a march on every single continent in the world.
Why? Why was there a march on every single continent in the world? What could possibly be accomplished by having women all over the world go, I guess something is wrong? Also, shaving is for casuals. If you can't hide a 12-ounce steak behind your facial hair isn't long enough. Damn straight. If I straightened my beard, I'd start to look like I was on Duck Dynasty. How long is your beard, House? Or did you just go back down the goatee?
Oh no! My last time I measured it, it was like 8.5 inches long.
House is rocking the beard too.
My goal is to look like Aaron Kaufman from Fast and Loud.
So yeah, shaving is for filthy casuals.
Including North America, Europe, South America, Africa, and
Women's March for Nairobi?
I want to see the Women's March in Antarctica.
Antarctica.
there was even a march in Antarctica. I hope
Oh my God, House, you said you wanted to see it. There was the Women's March in Antarctica.
Looks like there was, 30 people?
Well, that's like a tenth of the population of Antarctica. I'm genuinely impressed that you said that, then bam, Antarctica. I can't even say anything bad about that. Well, I can.
You know what it was?
Why?
You know what it is, don't you?
What
They
is
got
it?
out there just long enough to take that picture, and then they went back inside because it's Antarctica and it's fucking cold.
wore
They
their
marched
big
around the
coats
research
for-
center.
Some of you might have gone with your parents.
Oh, apparently she forgot about Oceania. Nasty
What the
woman
fuck is
and
Oceania?
proud. Oh, it's Australia and the Philippines and New Zealand. We cannot all succeed when half are held back. Are women held back in Australia? I mean, probably by dingoes, but like by the schools?
The women are the majority in Australia, so no, they outnumber the men 2-1.
Yeah, so the men are being held
More
back.
in the
There's a problem there.
more in some places.
Ooh, so that sociology class I'm taking?
Yeah.
We started covering race and ethnicity the other day.
Okay.
I apparently felt the urge to chime in like every minute or so. Like, wrong. No, that's incorrect. Yeah, if you leave out all these different factors.
Citation needed.
Yeah, where's the citation? Because the guy who wrote the book, I'm going to find a picture of this asshole and put him up one day in one of these live streams. Because the guy who wrote my sociology book looks like, and I hate to use this terminology, the most beta cuck motherfucker you have ever seen. He looks like he is smiling because he's happy from raising his wife's boyfriend's child.
I'm a beta male.
Public service announcement. Why are feminists so, like, determined to show everyone their vagina?
I've actually got some pictures of a few of you with your signs. Thank you so much for sending them in. Have a look.
Do the signs say hashtag free Teddy? Okay, I don't... How is this supposed to have anything to do with queer kid stuff? Make America love again, girls, rock, build bridges, not walls. Yeah, look at those signs. Those kids clearly made those signs. Those are signs made by children. Because you know, House, they teach children nowadays cursive.
Yeah. That's another subject you don't want to get me to rant on, because I will rant on that.
All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah, nothing quite like sticking a sign on your kid and using them as a propaganda piece. Show me what democracy looks like. I'm just thinking Rick and Morty. Show me what you got. Giant floating alien heads come to planet Earth for a reality show. It's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, we gonna get swifty.
Get swifty. Take your panties off. What does this have to do with
At least that's
queer
adorable.
kid stuff? Little kids are adorable, but what the fuck does this have to do with queer kid stuff?
They're just people who from the protest who sent in their protest pictures. Or should I say,
Thank
they're just
you
people
so
on
much for watching Queer
they're
Kids
just protest pictures that she found online that she's using.
Stuff. I hope you were as inspired by the Women's March as I was this weekend.
I was inspired.
We have a long
I bought a new gun.
4 years ahead of us, and this was a great start. Grown-ups, there are a ton of ways you can keep getting involved. You can go to womensmarch.com and take part in a new campaign called
We don't care. Oh yeah, and that 10 actions 100 days thing did not pan out at all.
Included a few other links in the description.
So if you count this as basically the end of the video, right? So you know how the last time we watched a whole bunch of her videos, the comments and the ratings were disabled, right?
Yep.
Ratings are disabled. Comments are back on.
Oh, interesting.
Would you like to know some of the comments?
Yeah, let's look through the comments.
What have we got here? You people hold back this country? Do you actually think kids are going to watch this? Let's hope not, for the sake of the future. You just assumed the gender of everyone who went to march. Oh my god, you called them all women. Why are there people so ill such as you? Please get the help you need. A ton of people also plan to destroy a Starbucks and burn a limo. This is legitimately the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Why is YouTube not removing this? This is a children's channel? You know 100% of your viewers are guys aged 15 through 25 laughing at you, right? Now, that's not true.
No.
House and I, it's been a while since either of us were in the 15 to 25 age range.
Yeah, I'm ready to say. There are a lot more people than that laughing at you.
Rafael Mendoza, I like you. I think you mean the future is feline. I didn't know until I saw this video, but I think I'm a girl now. Thanks, Lindsay. I'm really hoping that one day this channel will be revealed as satire. Aren't we all? That was glorious. The comments made that worth it. Okay, so I was talking to House about different videos, but I'm gonna kind of spring one on him because we didn't really discuss it, but I think it's something that we would get a lot of mileage out of covering. And it's one of her more recent ones. She made it on April 5th.
Okay.
And it's called 3 Ways to Be a Good Ally. House, before you get too angry, I should tell you, everyone's favorite character is in this video. Ladies and gentlemen, Teddy.
And she touched up her hair so that it doesn't look as much like cow flop on her head.
That face when Mo talked about his new gun, and I was going to talk about my cute little sub 2000, but then the Chrome crashed. Yeah, fuck you, player. Trying to one-up me, bastard. Okay, so let's get back into this. Astroturfing is a myth? What? I don't know. Okay. What's up with this solid black shirt? And is that a Marine tattoo on the inside of her arm?
I doubt it.
So do I.
Hey there, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Teddy. Well,
Oh my god, Teddy moves. She got somebody to play Tedly. I need to see
Well, she's
that.
got that sweet, sweet Patreon money now.
Hey there,
How do you see
I'm
that?
Lindsay.
and I'm Teddy. Welcome to
She has somebody crouched behind that chair wearing black gloves moving Teddy.
I want to take Teddy out of that oppressive queer kid stuff sweatshirt.
Like, Katie, you're right. Teddy does still look like he's in a hostage video.
Curious.
My name is Teddy. The queer has me. What is up with all the fucking hot air balloons on her walls? Oh well. You ready to get into this house?
Yeah.
Queer Kid Stuff.
Today we're talking about what it means to be a good ally. All are part of one big family.
Gay means faggot.
Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff. Welcome to season 2 of Queer Kid Stuff.
His house dying. Why are you laughing so hard?
I looked her up on Patreon.
Oh God, what's her Patreon?
She's got 44 Patreons and she's making $138 a month.
Did Teddy consent to this touching? I'm going to guess no. $138 a month for her to make these fucking videos indoctrinating 3 to 5-year-olds into believing they're gay, or making videos about how to be a good ally. I'm hoping at least $100 of that goes to Teddy. Oh, I should mention, this video, even though it's much newer, has about 1,000 more views than the Women's March video, proving once and for all that Teddy is the reason people watch this show.
He's the only reason people watch this show.
All right. Okay, I just realized, what the fuck is up with her tie?
It's tied straight.
I got nothing.
We've got some really exciting episodes coming up, and today we want to talk about what it means to be a good ally.
It means
We got
not-
some really excited episodes coming up now that we got that sweet $138 in Patreon money coming in.
Patreon donation. I was going to say, House, I know how to be a good ally. Do you?
Oh.
If
How are you
computer
a good ally?
If computer games have taught me anything, you are a good ally when you do not violate your non-aggression pact, and when you construct additional pylons.
No griefing, no team killing.
No griefing, no team killing.
And definitely do not camp the spawn.
Like Katie, I'm in for the bear, yeah. Teddy is the best character. Watch the first 2 episodes of this nonsense. Heck, the second episode we have
And by that he means,
the great Mike Harlow on.
but I was about to say by that he means our nonsense, not her nonsense. Our nonsense is at least marginally more entertaining because we're actively mocking her.
And we laugh for like 5 minutes straight about the first episode where Teddy goes, "But where is the queer at?"
It's been the thumbnail for every episode since.
But where is the queer at? Warehouse. I feel like that could be like a Disney song. Where is the queer at house? I've been all around the town. I
don't know.
two men going down. Where is the queer house?
Although it would have to be better than the one Disney show that they had that said that the world is wetter when you're big.
What was that?
I'm not making. It's one of the it's one of the spin-off movies that they did where I can't remember what franchises it is, but there's literally a song in it where the bad guys sing "The world is wetter when you're big" because they have control of a watering hole and they won't let anybody else play in it.
Sounds like Land Before Time or one of the Lion King movies.
I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember. I just remember the song and laughing myself unconscious.
All right, well, Lindsay is here to tell us how to be a good ally, so the least we can do is listen to her.
And mock her viciously.
Just mock her relentlessly.
Ready, Teddy?
Ready.
Okay. Being a good ally is really important.
Wait, Lindsay.
Yeah, Teddy?
Well,
They've got Teddy by the neck.
Oh my God!
Call the cops.
The way they're holding him. No means no. Stop resisting. Jesus.
Teddy needs an adult.
That's why they have the shirt on, Teddy, so that you can't see the bruises. Lycadia, call the police.
Just off screen, just off camera, there's a telephone book with the covers ripped off of it. It's the only reason they give out telephone books anymore, so you can beat people with them.
Oh my God, poor Teddy.
my means.
Teddy, I don't think our friends can hear you. Can you tell them what you asked me?
How?
Oh my God. So
Help me!
the lady said it too quietly. Whoever she got to play Teddy said it too quietly. So she had her repeat it for the camera instead of just cutting that part out and redoing it. Ladies and gentlemen, quality. At least our stuff is live. That's why we don't fix our mistakes. Hey, House. But where is the queer at?
I'm looking at an awful lot of queer right now.
Lindsay looks like that one girl you knew in high school who watched weird foreign movies, smelled slightly like milk, and tried to be friends with the popular kids without realizing they don't like her. Well, I never smelled slightly of milk, but I do love weird foreign movies.
You're also not a girl.
I also hated the popular kids. I was popular in my own group of friends. And that's it.
How can I be a good ally when I don't know what an ally is at all?
I miss Teddy's old voice. Bring back Teddy's original voice actor.
It was just Teddy's. It was just Lindsay's sped up in like Audacity.
Yeah, like pitch shifted upwards. Yeah, I prefer that over the current Teddy voice. Stuffy safety petrol. Get Doc Stuffins on the way for hostage aftercare. God, I hope Teddy never develops Stockholm syndrome.
How's her friend with the sociology degree supposed to make any money?
Apparently, hashtag not my Teddy. Yes, player. Thank you. Bring back old Teddy. I like Teddy's original voice, and I liked it when Teddy took up the whole screen when Teddy had to move. But what is this? Lindsay made a friend and she just drugged the friend in to make these videos?
She's paying that friend $138 a month to do this.
I hope that friend is drunk as shit.
That's a great question, Teddy. Thank you for reminding me to explain a new word.
Because I didn't have that in the script, because I'm a dense fuck. More little
Must be confused with dank.
More little pretend children's drawings behind her.
Sometimes grown-ups have known a word for so long that we forget that kids don't know them too.
Yeah, like rape. Just me? No, there's all kinds of words kids don't know.
I ain't touching the rape.
I don't expect children to know any words. I think it's Lindsay's girlfriend. How dare you assume Teddy's handler's gender? You know at his house.
Huh.
Teddy can't take it anymore. He's so drunk he can't handle his own movements.
So it's like Charlie Sheen on his last season of 2.5 Men. They've got somebody working him like a puppet.
Yeah, he's got like a fluffer. It's funny because he's a man.
It's funny because he's a stuffed bear.
All right, let's keep going.
If there's ever a word you don't know and you're confused,
I'd just like to say her shirt is so black it is actively absorbing light. I cannot determine.
Yeah,
any
you can't tell
texture
where
in
the
her
sleeves
shirt.
are.
Exactly. Although
It is
her hair
black,
is kind
like
of
my
doing
heart.
that too, so you have to think that she just fucked up the contrast. Or
Yeah.
even worse, God forbid, that it's deliberate.
Actually, I think she's just got really shitty lighting.
Oh, the tattoo on the inside of her arm, that's cherries. I guess denoting her love of violating virgins. We really need to get Teddy out of there. Is there like a CPS we can call? What state does Lindsay live in?
Probably California.
No, she was in the New York protest. So she might
There are
be
these
in
things, Mo, called airplanes.
No, they don't exist. Air travel is reserved only for people who can pass an IQ test.
I fucking wish.
you should always ask about it.
From now on, I will.
Okay, an ally is someone who supports people who are different from them.
Oh, player, that was a good one.
An ally is someone who supports people but is different from them. I fucking hate when I'm at the grocery store and the cashier asks cash or credit, like, where the fuck did they get off assuming my tender? That's good.
I gotta remember that one.
I have to respect that. She just needs the D. You would think that the D is some sort of magic wand that can fix people, but you can't fix stupid.
Sure you can, Mo. You just have to hit it hard enough, often enough, with a heavy enough object.
So she does need the D. Oh. I'm kidding. My penis looks like a penis, only smaller. Okay. Let's keep watching this.
I don't get it.
Thank you, Teddy. Speaking for all of us here. Teddy just doesn't fucking get it. Like, why are you trying to market this to children? I don't get it. What is wrong with you? How do you exist as a human being?
How are you able to wake up every morning? Why haven't you slit your wrist yet? I don't get it.
House, can we rename this live stream Doc Stuffin's Hostage Aftercare Queer Kids Edition?
Sure.
Percussive maintenance usually works against stupid. I was in the army. I know for a fact that is not true. Okay. It works after a long enough period of time. But you got to do something called wall-to-wall counseling.
Let's take me, for example.
I would rather not take you. I don't want to take you anywhere.
I am am a cisgender woman who is a trans ally. Even though...
So did she just say she's straight? No, she's
Yes.
she's cisgendered. No, you're not. Okay, if I understand what cis means, it means that you dress and act as your gender. Am I correct? That sounds right, yeah?
By the D, I mean dragged behind a car.
Beta Punk Films getting edgy. But yeah, if you're cisgender, and God, I hate that terminology. You present yourself as the gender you feel like, or as the gender that you are physically. So I take her to a goddamn barber. But with her haircut and her tie and her men's shirt, I don't think Lindsay is very cis. But she's a trans ally. That's good because my trans needs fixed. I'm having trouble getting out of fourth. Bad joke.
I don't identify as trans, I try to learn as much as I can about what it's like to be trans, and I use that information to help in whatever way I can.
Okay, wait. So did she just say she tries to learn as much as she can about what it's like to be trans?
Yes.
House, you know what I have to play now, right?
Yes.
All right. Everyone, this is going to interrupt things briefly.
I'm going undercover as a woman to find out what they go through every day. I discovered that women are called faggot a lot.
I had to. Understand that I had to. Because oddly enough, however much we like these sorts of things, however much we don't want to argue with people, and a lot of us are willing to accept people for the way they are, I fundamentally do not know what you're going through. So saying that, oh, well, you're not an ally. You don't get to determine whether or not I'm an ally. It's how I'm acting towards you. Like, offense is never given, it is always taken. I can't make you offended, you can only choose to be offended. Well, you can't make me not be your ally, I can only not be your ally. But it's a stupid term anyway. I just don't have a problem with trans people. I'm not fucking wiping their asses and pushing them in the street like, there you go, out into the real world, call me if you need anything.
That's one reason why I made the video last
strongly about this.
I do.
Season all about what trans means. That was me supporting and being an ally to the trans community.
I thought it was you woman-splaining your cis privilege. Frankly, I'm going to take a tack out of her book and speak on behalf of all trans people and say, Lindsay, you don't need to speak for us, bitch. I know I'm not trans, but I host a kids show that I know everything about trannies, and you don't speak for them, especially not the porn stars. Beta Punk Films with the classic Educate Yourself shitlords.
Okay, so it has to do with your identity?
Yes, it has to do with your identity and how you treat people with identities that are different from yours. It's super important to be an ally. It's especially important to be an ally to a community of people who might not have stuff that you have.
Thank you, James. I just realized I didn't have the video on the screen.
That's something called privilege.
Whoa. What's privilege?
Could you make the hand a little less obvious when you're moving Teddy?
That you have. That's something called privilege.
Whoa.
Do you see that hand, House?
Yes, that is a full-on hand.
What the fuck, humanity?
What's privilege?
Privilege is a made-up word by people to attempt to justify their own intense internal shame and sense of guilt. Because they're not one of these people that they read about as having such horrible lives, so they have to make up things that they can flagellate themselves over. I was told in my sociology class the other day that I have white privilege.
You're kidding.
Yes, because
Well, no, you're not. It's just...
No, I'm not kidding. But I was told that I have privilege because I am white. I'm like, okay, so are we counting the poverty and everything? Because I distinctly remember a period in my life where my family lived in a tent. And she goes, yeah, but you're in college now. Yeah, because I got off my ass and joined the army. And you can't tell me that's not something people of different races do, because there are more ethnic minorities in the army than there are by percentage in the rest of the fucking country. This Teddy will get confused in its latter years and go on a killing spree.
Wait, what if this isn't the original Teddy?
Oh my god.
What if the original Teddy escaped?
Okay, everyone, I want you to look at the hand now. Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
We're going to get more into privilege later this season, but for now you can think of it as certain people having advantages over others because of how they identify.
So what you're saying is people can give up their privilege. Wait, no, because of how they identify. Is she saying the people with privilege have, or is it's how they identify that gives them privilege? Because if that's the case, I identify as Howard Hughes and I would like my check now.
I identify as God. Bow before me.
It's alright, House is identifying as God. Hang on. Damn thing's trying to crap out on me.
Maybe you should use some of that white privilege to get yourself a new computer.
It's not the computer, it's the shitty internet connection. Just tell them you're
Maybe you should
Irish.
use some of that white privilege to get yourself a better internet connection.
I live in Texas. You would think that there would be white privilege vans driving down the street just waiting to give me better internet access. Where the fuck is my white privilege van?
I'm still waiting on my white privilege check.
It's gonna say House is Irish. He's not white. He's Irish. Too much fart porn? No, don't even joke about that. Keep that shit away from me. Those people are truly disturbing. Not unless you ask nicely, House.
Straight people have an advantage over gay people because gay people have to deal with homophobia.
And straight people have to deal with being accused of everything under the sun, STDs, unwanted pregnancies, custody hearings. So what's the privilege straight people have over gay people? House?
They're the majority.
Oh. Then I think Lindsay should stop fat shaming me.
Homophobia is a disadvantage for gay people. That's why it's important for straight people to be allies to gay people.
I get it now.
awesome.
I don't get it at
There
all.
are so many different ways.
Yeah, you did not describe that well, Lindsay, because the way you made it sound is that homosexuals are somehow limited compared to normal people, and that straight people have to be allies with them for them to live normal lives. Is that how it came off to you, too?
Yep.
Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? I'm disabled. Where do I fall into this bullshit spectrum? That depends on whether you're a white male. And frankly, if you are a white male, you're just awful.
To be an ally, you can be an ally to people with different skin colors, different pronouns, different bodies. The list goes on.
Okay.
Different bodies? House, I'm a proud ally of the centaurs and the elves of the Mirkwood. I know long have they battled with the human realms, but we gathered together in an alliance against the dark races. Go ahead. What were you saying? Player,
Jesus.
I'm left-handed. Where's my check reimbursing me for paying slightly more for left-handed products? I'm left-handed too, so I want to know that as well. House, are you left-handed?
I'm ambidextrous. Sometimes I forget which hand to use.
Fucking edgelord.
I can't help it. It's the way hey, this is the way I am, and you need to accept me and be a good ally.
Hey, check your ambidexterity privilege. Not all of us are good at both hands. I know the only time I switch hands is masturbating. And that's just if I want to feel something different briefly, aside from my own shame and longing. I'm so alone. What the Urukai? Hashtag kill all righties.
Okay, so what do I have to do to be a good ally?
Kill straight people. Convert or kill the non-believers. Here's
Stone
what
them
you
in
have
the
to do.
street.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand, Houseman. Here's what you have to do. Buy the water filters that keep the gay chemicals in the water. Actually, did you hear about everyone's favorite humble water filter merchant?
How he says that he's just actually playing a character.
Yeah, and people who've talked to him said, yeah, he hams it up really for the camera. Because he's trying to keep his
I
kids.
couldn't tell.
Because his ex is trying to take... Yeah, you couldn't tell. Oh, more blood of babies. Ah, and folks, when I say demons, I'm talking about the 6,000-year-old demons that gave the Bible to the desert people so the Illuminati lizard folk could control them. Apparently there's something disturbing about this still image.
I think it's the fact that she's given the teddy bear come hither eyes.
I was going to say, does that have anything to do with the fact that it looks like Teddy's giving her a handy under the table? Or that it looks like she grabbed Teddy's hand and is like guiding it towards her crotch.
You know you want to, Teddy.
Hashtag free Teddy.
I still want to know if the original Teddy escaped, and that's why they got this new one that they have to hold on to.
The original one she ruined because she kept using it as a sloppy sex toy.
The three main
No.
things to remember.
I've got this Spawn memory or this Spawn fantasy of Teddy running happy and free amongst the animals on a farm upstate.
So one day Teddy will find you. Break those chains that bind you.
About being a good ally are to respect.
Okay, we're halfway through the video, and she has just now hit the 3 things that you need for being a good ally. Holy shit, look at the
Apparently, the
smug in
3
that.
things you need for being a good ally are a blackboard, a table, and some blocks.
Look at the smug look on Lindsay's face right now. Holy shit.
That's just her normal look. She's got resting smug face.
I'll be telling that bitch to check her fucking privilege. Wait, I just realized something. House, we have 142 subscribers. Queer Kid Stuff has 4,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Bitch needs to check her subscriber privilege.
Oh.
Have to do to be a good ally.
The 3 main things to remember about being a good ally are to respect other people, listen to other people, and learn from other people.
I respect practically no one. I don't even respect myself.
He really doesn't. You should see him with the gelato.
You're a dirty little ice cream, aren't you? Respect other people, listen to other people, and learn from other people. So is she telling us to get off her channel? We should go learn from other people.
I think she is.
Like I should go back to
Night, folks.
I should go back to watching wilderness survival videos. James Harton and punch Richard Spencer in the face. Yeah, House, you're not getting out that easy. Tell you what, we won't even watch the last video I have planned. We'll just do this one, okay?
Thank God, because we're already an hour and 6 minutes into this, and this broken bottle I've got over here is looking really good.
But it's so much fun. And you should be like me and buy your liquor by the jug. Let's play Can the Audience Recognize This Sound? House. Never drink scotch
That was the
straight
flask.
from the jug.
That's the only way I drink scotch.
I don't even know where my flask is. I think I took it with me for a trip and it's somewhere in my car.
Let's watch MRE unboxing videos, much less stuffy abuse.
Hey, she's right.
I'm down.
Oh, you know who we haven't seen today?
Who's that?
Emily.
She may just not be talkative.
Breaks my heart.
Come on, Mo.
Let's
get this finished.
Power through this. We're more than halfway through.
1. Respect. You need to respect other people and their identities. Other people have
No.
feelings that can get hurt just like yours. You need to be respectful and kind to other people.
No. I don't need to be respectful and kind. It makes my day easier to be respectful and kind. But sometimes I don't care if my day is more difficult because the things you're saying are patently retarded.
I want to know how fast she's able to change her shirt.
I know, that was really impressive. Can't edit out the person who's handling Teddy's hand, but she can fucking edit in a whole scene of her writing on a goddamn blackboard. No continuity.
She didn't want to get chalk dust on her black t-shirt.
It's about thinking of others rather than just thinking of yourself.
What does being an ally have... Oh, my God.
Calling someone a mean name because they are gay is disrespectful. Using the wrong pronoun for someone on purpose is disrespectful.
Calling you a dribbling chunderfuck because I disagree with the views of your children's show is disrespectful.
It's not going to stop him from doing it, though.
A good ally respects other people.
Respect. Got it. 2.
Every time I hit play on this video and I watch that broken specter of Teddy desperately attempting to cling on to one last shred of dignity, even though that Teddy has been put in a sweater with the lowercase letters on it. They couldn't even capitalize the name of the show. I die a little inside. When are we going to get together?
Good.
Men and women of this country, and save Teddy.
I'm glad that it's causing you pain, because this entire video is causing me pain.
I just want a free Teddy.
Listen. You need to listen to people who have identities that are different from yours.
To make a point, I'm
believe.
going to mute the video until she gets to the third one.
You must listen and believe. Don't forget the believe part, because that's also part of your indoctrination. Don't question. Never question. Just listen and believe.
Oh, but what do you think about my little ham-fisted point, though? She said, listen, I muted her until we get to the third one.
You need to keep
Sounds like a plan to me.
new things about other people and their experiences.
While I agree that every day you should strive to suck a little bit less, try to learn new things, experience new things, you're making me disagree with things I fundamentally agree with, and I hate that about you, Lindsay. What if someone self-identifies as a cannibal, abortion clinic, bomber, jihadist? No, you don't need to respect that identity. In fact, you should beat that identity. Can we radicalize all Teddy followers? Right-wing Teddy squads. Her shirt looks like it's made of Vanta Black too. I love you guys. Have I ever said that? House, have we said that lately about the chat?
Yes, we have. But you know what? We can never say it enough.
That's one of the things I hate about queer kid stuff. One, you're indoctrinating children. And I think children should learn about these things naturally and be instructed about them in an environment where somebody's not talking to them like they're a fucking idiot. Two, the way Lindsay word things pisses me off. Or the way Lindsay words things. Because she always has to tie everything into her identity politics bullshit. So she takes innocent things like respecting people, listening to people, and learning as a human being, and turns them into things that I have to stand up and go, no, madam, you are full of shit. And I can call her madam because she called herself a cis woman.
You, madam, are completely full of shit and may suck an entire bucket of dicks.
Madam, I present to you a bouquet of different penises of all shape and variety. Please insert one of your choosing into every orifice.
Teddyism is a stuffy apiece.
Allah, Teddy, Teddy la Chaya, Teddy la Shur, Teddy la Playa. Blessed be
his plush.
All hail Teddy.
If you
Peace
respect
and blessings
and
be
listen
upon
to
him.
people with other identities, then you will probably learn something from them.
Yeah, that's why I go to those KKK rallies. Well, that, and there's this woman there, Mrs. Dundee. She makes amazing cupcakes. Vanilla icing only, though.
It's
I
the
don't
fact
know
she
why.
uses.
What was that?
It's the fact she uses real butter.
That. And I don't get why she only uses vanilla icing, though.
I don't know either.
We may never know. But yes, blessings be to Teddy. Even though he is only in a fraction of this video, he remains within our hearts. And let us try to get to the end. We are at 1:30, House.
It's important to keep an open mind to new ideas so you can learn something new about other people every day.
Your ideas are stupid.
And use those ideas to become a better ally. I've learned so many new things from my friends with different identities from me, especially from my friends who are trans and who use they for their pronoun.
What?
I refuse to acknowledge anybody who uses the pronoun they.
Exactly. What the fuck?
They is a plural pronoun. It is for a group. So unless you have a mouse in your pocket, I am not calling you they.
Lindsay, babe, honey, doll, you seem like you mean well. And that's the highest praise I can give you right now, is you mean well. However, the way your brain works is fascinating to me. Because your listen and believe mentality has overtaken you entirely. Do you know that I sent Queer Kid Stuff a tweet? And they responded.
They did.
Yes. I tweeted Queer Kid Stuff after the end of our first episode. And I said, when are we going to get the all Teddy episode? And Queer
And what
Kid
did they
Stuff
say?
Responded with, we're working on some new things. It shouldn't take too much longer. This was about a year ago. And you want to know the really crazy part? The really fucking crazy part.
What?
This wasn't one of the times where our name was different. We were clearly labeled Douchecanoe Studio on Twitter. Lindsay has gone so far into listen and believe that she didn't even read the name of the tweet. She just responded to it because it was something positive. Thank God for something positive. What you're thinking of, like, Lycadia, is the royal we. Ruling monarchs and drag queens or kings. How black? My God, that shirt is darker than black. What the fuck?
And I'm a much better ally now because I respected them, listened to what they had to say, and learned from them.
Well, you're definitely showing us the extent of your brainwashing.
I'm still learning from them.
She's still learning from them, House.
I look at that shirt and I think, how much more black can it be? And the answer is none. None more black.
We have hit the blackest. That shirt could not be more black if it was in the Congo. You know, in darkest Africa. That's actually
wait. Is
joke,
that cultural appropriation? Is she trying to be black by wearing that black shirt?
Dun dun dun! Holy shit! Get Teddy out of there. She's a racist. I just want to put Teddy in a foster home. Like, I know we joke a lot. I see her, like, abuse Teddy in these videos. I just want to save Teddy. Hashtag free Teddy.
Friends even help me with Queer Kid Stuff when I talk about something that is not a part of my identity.
Yeah, so anytime she goes to her, the people she's allied to and goes, I want to make a video about this, and they give her talking points. That's what she pretty much just said. Isn't that exciting?
You learn new things too?
I sure do.
Even though you're old?
I'm not that old, Teddy.
Uh-oh, Teddy throwing shade. Even as broken and beaten as Teddy is, Teddy can still throw shade. Let's hear that again.
Part of my identity.
You learn new things too?
I sure do.
Even though you're old?
I'm not that old, Teddy. But grown-ups do still learn new things all the time.
This begs the question, how old do you think Lindsay is?
Old enough to know better.
No, I'm thinking she's like 24. She seems to have like a youthful energy that life just hasn't beaten out of her yet. Life or this brick. Teddy is defiant to his oppressor. Yes, Lycadia. Fight the power, Teddy.
Holy crap, you're right. December 12th, 2016.
I learned so much from having these conversations with you, and I hope you've learned new stuff from watching our videos.
I have. I have learned that I care way more about an inanimate stuffed object than I do about another human being.
We have more followers on Twitter than she does.
Yeah, that was something that... Teddy, don't let her break your cotton spirit! Player, she looks like a 3-year-old boy who wanted to cut his own hair. I can see it, yeah.
Thank you for teaching me all these new things, Lindsay.
You are very welcome, Teddy.
I'm going to do my best to be a good ally.
Oh my god, House, I just realized I know who the person behind her is.
Who's that?
So she said she goes and gets the approval of the people she's allied to for these videos, right?
Right.
That's like one of the LGBTQ plus people behind her, I'm guessing with a gun on Teddy. They're going to make sure the word gets out exactly the way they want it to get out.
There for a minute I thought it was going to be Steve Shives.
No, Steve Shives' wife is strangely more attractive than Lindsay, but unstrangely would probably never go on YouTube and do something like this because that would involve effort and not emasculating her husband. Exactly like Katie. It's her
That's
controller.
another topic for another comment.
We're so close to the end. Let's power through.
Thank you so much for watching Queer Kid Stuff. If you have any questions about being a good ally, you can always ask your grown-up. A huge thank you to our supporters over at Patreon. They're the best. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for new videos every Wednesday.
Okay, so this is over. Shall we check the comments section?
Oh, that's the only reason I'm still here.
LGBTQ BBQ. Hell yes. Do we need to save Lindsay too? No. Exactly. She's just meat people. Maybe because we start teaching respect to others as individuals and not decide who's worth special attention and respect because of what group identity they lay claim to. Another top comment of, I wonder who is letting their kids watch this. Stuffy's Uber alles. Teddy, Teddy, Uber alles. Did Teddy hit puberty? And somebody put hashtag save Teddy in the comments.
Nice.
2 weeks ago. Let's check these replies. Hold on. I want to know that too. I'm going to make a video about that on my other channel, Anti-Special Snowflake channel. Hashtag save Teddy. Hashtag save Teddy. Hashtag from brainwashing. Cats. Hashtag save Teddy.
Apparently the only reason anybody watches is because they like Teddy.
Shoe on Head commented on this. Shoe on Head is a popular anti-feminist YouTuber. This channel is the only reason I know it's Wednesday.
I'm not surprised.
Of course, Shoe watches all. We need to get Save Teddy to the top comments. Yes, Save Teddy is already in the top comments. But all of you, I will post it here. Watch me post it right now. I'll type it in. Save our glorious golden-furred overlord from his black-clad oppressors. Hashtag save Teddy. So those of you, if you want to go over to this video, which is 3 ways to be a good ally, Queer Kid Stuff number 13, and go to the newest comments, you will see Douchecanoe Mo's comment, and you can post a reply or upvote it, and hopefully we will get it as the top comment. Or at least get it in the top comments. Let's see. The only right thing in this video is the spelling. Just listen and believe and be an emotional punching bag. And don't forget to donate to their Patreon. Libra Teddy from hell. Yes. I am not your ally, Jeffrey Liggert, and it has 220 upvotes. Or likes. Upvotes. No, upvotes Reddit, isn't it? It's weird that I use that terminology because I've only been on Reddit, I think, 3 times in my life. I'm not an ally, I'm an axis. I see Teddy's hormone replacement therapy has begun to take effect. I mean, an ally is not supporting someone who is different, it's supporting someone overall. What? Mo Gaines. Personally, I'm offended that this guy thinks he can use my name. What is in it for me if I become an ally? Always wondered why the SJWs use the term ally. I mean, they could use any number of other terms. Comrade, friend, supporter, but they always choose the term most associated with war. Why is that? Oh, and a great comment right here. My 2-year-old LGBTQYJDLUJGTYUKNVV plus equals percent ampersand greater than less than child loves this show. Feminism is when your kid show host sports tattoos. What's up, House?
I just figured out why they have enabled the comments.
Why is that? So they know who to ban?
Because they have to be approved.
Ah, so they didn't approve.
Because I went over there to thumbs up your vote, your comment, and it's not there.
The intro is my favorite anime song, and Teddy is pretty cool, but this is a horrible show. Teddy is pretty cool. It looks like they're just approving every comment, though, if that shit got in. Somebody posted, okay, I'm a cisgender straight white male. Do you respect me? Somebody responded, burn. When is Planet X gonna collide with Earth? A very accurate demonstration of a university lecture? Hey, somebody else is after my own heart 2 weeks ago. Can we pretty please have Teddy's old voice back? I'm not the only one who noticed, and it is bullshit.
I am so hyped. Are you guys hyped too?
Nothing has been approved for 5 days. Probably because when Shoe on Head comments on things, a whole bunch of people find it. Could you do a gender fluid episode? I know I struggled in getting people to respect my identity. I think it would be really good to have an episode on that to educate people. Response. Lol, trouble getting people to respect your gender confusion. Gee, why do you think others should respect that? So entitled are we not? So yeah, folks, thank you for watching. I guess the new name of the... Let me pull this down.
Doc Stuffin's Hostage Aftercare Queer Kids Edition.
Doc Stuffin's Hostage Aftercare Queer Kids Edition. If you like us, comment, upvote, subscribe, set fire to our dogs. I don't care. But we've been doing this for a bit now.
Don't forget to plug where you got the moving backgrounds. We forgot to last week.
Let me just pull it up now, because you guys like the moving backgrounds. I know I did the thing earlier. What was that? The clouds, and now we're on the one I used last week. People don't respect my gender as a Walmart $20 gift card. See, the problem is you're trying to be a reusable Walmart gift card. What about that guy who wanted to become the sanitary napkin? But if any of you make YouTube videos and you are looking for backgrounds, let me just pull them up. Our background comes from AAVFX. They do a whole bunch of different moving 3D backgrounds. They're all really good. I chose this one, or the one from last week and the one I'm using right now, because I thought it looked a lot like water. But AAVFX has done tons of shit, and they allow people fair use to use all of their stuff so long as you credit them. This is our crediting to them. If you want to do YouTube videos, highly recommend it, because look at this. That's some quality shit right there. We look higher class using that. Has you got anything you want to say?
Can we be done now?
Do you have anything you want to say to our fans?
Sorry we put you through this again. Can we be done now?
Don't worry, House. We'll get more episodes of this in, because Lindsay's gonna make more videos and say a lot dumber shit. But
Not
yes,
if the hitman that I paid for it finally comes through on me. Damn it.
We're done now.
Because if you can't trust people that you meet on the darknet, who can you trust?
Hey, everybody. That's House. I'm Mo. Thanks for coming out.
Paddle on.
Paddle on.